Hello, everybody. I think we are live. So happy holiday weekend to those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving or celebrate Black Friday. Hello, everybody. So welcome. Happy weekend, right? And some of you have long weekends, so welcome to that. All right, I'm excited as always to see what Spirit wants to bring through this evening. And we'll start off by coming back to this moment. We'll raise our love vibration by taking a big, deep breath, coming back to right here, right now, out of the future, out of the past, out of the Thanksgiving turkey, out of the chaos of the world, and into this moment. And as we take a big, deep breath in and we hold it for a moment, just think of something that you're grateful for that does help raise our love vibration. And then exhale whenever you would like and you feel comfortable. All right. So let's start there. Big, deep breath in. Beautiful. And then we will bring in the singing bowl as well. And as I hit the singing bowl 3 times, just imagine each time I strike it that it's this vibration of love that starts in our heart, vibrates out to our emotions, our bodies, the cells of our body, our blood, the physicalness of our world, our brain, our thoughts, our energy field fills up our life and then flows out to the world to go do good things out there, whatever loving, unconditional things it wants to do to raise the vibration of the planet. So we join in with that as well. So here we go. Beautiful. Sorry about that. That was the end anyway. Clang, clang. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me and doing that. All right. Hey, everybody. Good to see everyone. What a beautiful energy we have happening. So welcome back to all my regular tribe, my friends, my family, everybody, and welcome if you're new to my channel, new to these readings. Welcome. We got a great group of people, huge hearts, great senses of humor, 2 things that are very important in this life of humanity, right? And there's room for one more beautiful soul. So welcome very much. Thank you for being a subscriber and being here. How the free readings work, we do go down in order, first come, first serve down the chat. There's no special list. The chat is it. Just put your question out there. And if you don't want to put your business out there, you can put a general reading. Spirit knows all, right? And so we'll pull a card or 2 for those for free readings. Might try something unique this evening. I'm going to try to change things up a little bit. I do, when anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange, prioritize those and step out, dive deeper into those, meaning they pull more cards, and then I return back to the free readings. My YouTube channel members get second priority for the free readings after that, which you'll see their names in green with their badges. Hello, everybody. Got Andrea 54 Hector. Hello, hello. And Sean G. Hello. Shout out to you guys. Good to see you. And if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, um, I do have 2 levels. One is $2.99 a month. It's Zen Cricket, and then Praying Mantis is $7.99 a month. In addition to get prioritized in these readings, I always come back on to finish out all of my donations and my YouTube members if I don't get to them within the 2 hours that I'm on. Um, and in addition to that, Wednesdays we have a 2-hour session just for my YouTube channel members for free readings, oracle readings, past life readings, whatever you want to do. And then my praying mantis level, which is the higher level, they get a Thursday night 2 hours, and then Friday and Saturday night after my sessions, we have an hour at least together, and then Sunday afternoons as well. And you get advanced access to all of the videos I put out, which I have a bunch of cool new things coming out for 2025. Right now, I've got solstice readings that will be coming out next week on the 6th. For everyone, they're by elements, so it's air signs, fire signs, those. But my YouTube channel members have had access to them for a couple weeks, and then I've got 2025 energy forecast for each individual zodiac sign. Those will be out on December 20th, and they have access to those already too. So if you're interested, there's a link down below. Um, Now, on the first of the month, YouTube gives me 10 of my Zen Cricket level to give away. So there was a little trailer if you guys were watching that before you came in here. But if you haven't set your gifting option to on, then here is a little video that talks about how you can do that, because you have to have it set to on to be eligible to be in the whatever the drawing, I guess you would call it. and and YouTube, of course, and Spirit choose it. Since the first is on Sunday, normally, like if it's on Saturday or before, I do 5 in the morning session and 5 in the evening session. But since I only have one session on Sunday, I'm going to do all 10 Sunday morning. Now, you don't have to be present to win. It knows who it wants to pick based on interactions with my channel is how it's supposed to work. I don't know the ins and outs of all that, but that's what they say. So if you're interested, if you don't win on Sunday, you can always sign up for that too. And then I also have personal readings and some other things. There's some links down in the description box talking about how to sign up for the memberships and any of the other things that I offer. I think that was the only things I wanted to talk about here. Oh, but I said I wanted to try maybe something new this evening where I'm gonna go for a full hour of donations, and if I still have donations to do, I'm gonna take a little break at the top of the hour and do I was gonna call it quick fire. That sounded so dangerous, though. I was gonna call it like zippy Zen readings, where we're gonna, fast readings for the free readings, and try to get some free readings in for some individuals too, and then return back to donations and other things after that. So we'll see if we'll do that. Well, it will depends on how many donations and everything there are, of course. All right, so let's get into it. I think that's everything that I wanted to say. Oh, if you want to make a donation, you can use the super chat at the bottom, and then in the description box of the video does have my Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square. And I don't have a certain dollar amount. I know everyone's cost of living and the rate of exchange and everything across the world is different. So whatever you give from your heart is the perfect amount. So that was the other thing I needed to say. I think that's it. I think it's everything. I'm going to use these Sufi tarot today, at least tonight. We'll see if I can stay with these or pick another one for tomorrow. And so we'll start with those. So we will start. Say we got Supernova up here for 4. And Supernova, if you are still awake on the other side of the world, it looks like you skipped number 3, or number 3 didn't come through on my side. So if you want to make sure number 3 question is out there, we'll go to those. So I've got 4 for Supernova. And then let me take a look here at timestamps. Yep. So then we have Day Sturgis via the CashApp. All right, very good. Thank you, Nova. And then we've got a couple from Michelle. And then we will jump to, let's see here. All right. And Latoya, thank you. I see you said you donated via PayPal. So you'd be able to do that. And then Infinity. So that's where we're at on donations right now. All right. So let's get into it. Thank you, Nova, so much for your donations, your multiples there. And let's give these a shuffle and let's get into it. Let's see what Spirit has to say tonight. So, what message do your spirit guides have for you? All right, let's take a look here. Tap into your spirit guides through my spirit guides. It's like a party. All right. I do want that one too. And then that one underneath that one. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So, the card on the bottom we have is the Hanged Man, which is about seeing things from a different perspective. And what I like about the Hanged Man, just the tree of life, and it's like Odin, he was the king of gods. He chose to hang himself upside down by one leg from this tree. He even sacrificed one of his eyeballs so that he could see the higher knowledge of the ethereal, the upper realms. And but that's what I like about it, is that it's a choice. It's not like you were captured or there was a noose and you got, stepped in it and you're hanging upside down. You have chosen at this time in your life to see things from a different perspective, to take a time out, see things from that capital T truth perspective, so that you can evolve and transform and um, kind of step out of the rut of the regular everyday small T truths of humanity. So they wanted you to know that, yeah, you have chosen this transformation period. Um, and it's kind of like a recognition of that, and kind of like a praise of it in a way, saying, good for you to be able to do that and choose that for yourself, because we can become so stubborn as human beings that we'll be like, no, I'm just going to keep doing things the same way and expect a different result, which of course is the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. You're like, all right, I'm going to see things differently. I'm stepping out of the regular thing and I'm climbing up here, hanging upside down from a tree, and I'm seeing things differently. So I like that. And then, yeah, and here's again, I like these coming in here. You've got the judgment card here, which is your higher self calling you. Look, there's the flute. Before it was a trumpet, right? It's that you're calling, and the king of wands, which they call this the Shah of staves. And these are about stepping up to your calling, determining what steps you want to take toward your calling. And it's like the emperor energy. I'm putting these things, you know in order. I'm stepping into these, steps, and I'm putting action behind it. I'm deciding. And a big piece of the, king of wands too is about deciding, clearing the throne room of all these opinions, right? All these supposed to be's and should be's, and all the opinions of the outside world, and going, okay, thank you all for your input, but now I got to decide for my life. I've listened long enough. I hear what everyone has to say, but now it's time for me to decide and move forward. Yeah, the Ace of Cups. So this turning inward and upward, allowing spirit to fill your heart up. Then you fill up and overflow. This is your calling. You want to fill up with your self love, And then once you're full, then the overflow, this is how you uniquely express that unconditional love from the higher realms with the world. And so, when you're looking at our calling, obviously, yours involves music because it's like your blood. So you know that you want to express it, but you don't have to express it to the world in the exact way that they expect you to. And so you get to choose, but basically you fill up with all this love and you create music for you, and then you share the music you created for you with the world. It's not like I'm going to create intentionally this music for this, audience and this and that. You create the music for you and for your transformation. And then when it transforms, like with this Hanged Man, then you share it with the world. And people are like, wow, because they could feel that energy for themselves too. But you have to fill your heart up first. Yeah, and the Two of Coins is this pattern. This, you can see the infinity symbol. It's this pattern that goes, you know, like this. And there's this ebb and this flow that a cycle in the physical world. Oh, well, you know what that is. The cycle in the physical world that um, can end, and we can break the cycle of, the influence of physical substances, right? Where it's like I don't have to stay stuck in this cycle. I have the power to break it, and that's what this King of Wands comes in, is you have the power to break the cycles. You have to choose, though. No one can choose this for you. And but since we're asking, what messages do they have to guide for you? This is what they're saying here. And then you have, yeah, it's the Full card coming in, which this is the brand new adventure, letting go of all the old and starting fresh and new at zero, and allowing yourself this freedom to explore a world of possibilities that unfolds. Yeah. And underneath that, you have the Daughter of Swords, the Page of Swords, coming back to that, she offers new ways of looking at things, clarity, insights, and that Ace of Swords allows you to dive deeper into thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, patterns, mental thinking patterns too. I like on the bottom of the deck too that you have the Chariot card, which is the power of choice, the victory, the movement, but it does tell you, it's that overall your life is your own. You get to choose what you wanna make of it or what you don't wanna make of it, and it's a every moment is a story choice that you make, an emotional choice you make, an energy choice you make, and a physical choice you make. And so when we get into that habit of going, every moment I am making a choice, I am not stuck on a, you know, out of control merry-go-round going in circles. I get to choose and step out of it if I want to, right? So there's this um beautiful, beautiful um you know energetic empowerment, I feel like, comes on through here. Yeah, and 19. And what's great is at 19 is you you don't have to reinforce things over and over and over again and end up, 40 and going, wow, I've been going in circles all this time. You can get off the merry-go-round now and get out of those cycles, and you have uh, an advantage, an opportunity to step out. And then we have these little affirmation cards. I love these they're can be hilarious and funny. And sometimes they can be serious. And this is a bonus card. So your fortune cookie is called Forgiveness. Says, congratulations, you're being given one of the most powerful superpowers there is, forgiveness. Imagine that you've been bitten by a radioactive forgive. The point is, you suddenly have the ability to forgive people for their flaws, their bad days, their unkind moments, and their mistakes. And the best thing about forgiveness is that you can apply it to yourself too. Have fun wielding your new power. But remember, with great forgiveness comes great inner peace. Yeah, so definitely energy of release, forgiving yourself and starting over. Forgive yourself and start over, right? That's the whole thing about when we're wanting to change a habit. It's if we beat ourselves up for, oh, well, like, giving up sugar. That's one of my goals is to limit sugar. But then it's like, oh, I just, pie yesterday. I'm just saying, we had some little pecan bites and oh my God, they were so good. Um, but it's like if I beat myself up going, "Oh, I should have just had like 5," but instead I had like 15 throughout the day. I'm like, I could have stopped, but I didn't. And I'm like, well, you know what? Now I'm um forgiving myself, starting back at 0, and now I can, you know, have attention to that with grace, right? So I like that for you. So that is what they have for you for that one. So many blessings to you, Nova. And then number 2 you have is what fancy pantsy message does Kurt have? All right. Thank you for your additional donation. So let's see here. Does fancy pantsy want a card here? What does he want to go to? I think he wants to go here to these soul coaching or no, he's gonna be a coach now. He has like a little baseball cap on. All right, coach. All right, let's see what he has here. Yeah, so let's take a look here. So what does okay? I feel like he wants this one right here. All right, what do we have from Curdy Curdy? Ooh, wisdom. It's gonna lay some wisdom down. The owl. Beautiful card. Card number 52. It's the last card in the deck, so that's interesting. So the cup of wisdom is being presented to you. Listen to the coincidences, the signs, and the synchronicities around you. Watch for messages from your angels and guides. So they're showing you a lot of stuff, but it's about seeing it, right? Enlightenment is growing within you in mysterious ways beyond your awareness. So sit on the earth and allow her wisdom to fill you. Your soul wants you to know, or of course, Curdy Curdy, your wisdom has not only come from your joyous, carefree times, it also bloomed from your failures, your deflated dreams, and seemingly wrong turns in life. Cherish every experience, for all of it has deepened your wisdom, your compassion, and your understanding. Also, know that there's an innate wisdom within you always. It's simply a matter of being still and turning within in order to access it. Sometimes you may be so focused on the future or what's outside of you that you forget that wisdom is available to you now. And the affirmation for the card is all I truly need is within me. So there's a lot of wisdom and a lot of ability, power within yourself. And that's what he's wanting to say is that every moment, no matter, yeah, and he goes, 19 doesn't matter. We all have this connection to this innate wisdom within us. And sometimes we can say, well, I'm not old enough to know better yet. It's like, no, we have the ability to connect into such higher wisdom even into wisdom, like sometimes spirit will bring through messages for people with teenagers and children and different things like that. And I'm like, um, I bring through a message and I've had people tell me before, well, you don't have children, you don't know. And I'm like, well, it's not me that I'm connecting to. I'm connecting to the higher wisdom and I'm communicating that. It has nothing to do with this human. It has to do with the higher wisdom. So you can take what they say or not, but don't, you know, put it on the human side of us that we have the ability to be still, connect higher. It's like connecting to the World Wide Web, but it's true, unlike most of the stuff on the internet. But this stuff is true, and this stuff we can connect to. So I like that. Yeah, even a fetus can connect to wisdom. In fact, they often do until when we get old enough and we start being told, no, 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 this is the truth. Here's the small t truth. Don't connect to the capital T truth, connect to the small t truth. And we're convinced to do that until we start waking up again. So I like that from him on that. Let's see what other affirmation. So I feel like he's talking about you don't need the things of the outside world, you know, whatever it may be, substances, things, money, people, relationships. Ultimately, we have everything that we need inside of us. Um, and then we fill up with that, like we had with that Ace of Cups. You flow out to the world, and then whatever anything anyone gives you is above and beyond extra. But when we realize I have everything I need inside of me, I don't need all this stuff, right? Yeah, because your fortune cookie says here, power. This is what we're just talking about, finding your inner power. I am strong. I am grounded. I am powerful. I'm like a cross between a dinosaur and a tank, but not a tank that is used for war. I'm like a peaceful, loving dino tank who feels so strong. It doesn't need to do anything but be. It says Tankosaurus on there. So, this is how strong that you can be, and like it said, that you have everything you need within you. We all have that. We all have everything we need within us. We're just convinced, look out here for that which is supposed to fill us up, but it always falls short. So until we turn in here, everything is temporary, it's failing, it's unstable, and then we feel that way. And so we try to get stability through drugs and alcohol and sex and money and positions of, importance and all these other things in the outside world. And then it never fills us up for very long, if at all, right? Yep, they're always around you 24 hours a day feeling they're aware of what you're feeling and they're aware of what you're thinking and experiencing in life. All of our spirit guides are, but they don't like feel the high, they don't feel the things the way we do. They more observe it, and in comparison to the higher vibration, unconditional love, nothing compares to that anyway. It's like, they don't want to really experience it so much because they're kind of, I think I've talked about how when spirit comes to the veil to be around us and to talk with us, that's enough to make them almost feel high by themselves because they're in this place of high vibration, unconditional love and joy and peace and laughter and gratitude. Such a high place of vibration that when they come to this edge of this low vibration world, it expands and makes them realize how high they're vibrating. And so the contrast is almost like a high to them in a way, but they don't feel like our little imitation high of our physical being. They're like, you're experiencing something human and lower vibration. It's just a different level of lower vibration that we're experiencing, if that makes sense. All right. So that was number two. And then number three, you had put down here, I think. Let's see, where's number four? There it is. Messages from Kurt will be number three. So let's see what else Kurt has to say. We're going to use some tarot for that. Okay. That's his main message. What else does he want you to know about this? All right. Yeah. So the Wheel of Fortune is a big message here. The Wheel of Fortune does tell us that everything that unfolds in our life is unfolds for us. It's the tune of for you, the for tune, right? And it's funny, the tune. That can even be a good name of a song, right? The tune of for you, the four, you can call it the four dash tune. But, even the bottom of the deck, you have the daughter of coins, the page of coins, which is about looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. And it's a gift, it's abundance, it's this feeling of evolution. And with these two coming out together, it is very much this whole journey is a journey of worth. And I think we talked about it before where, you know, self-worth, capital S self-worth, we turn inward and upward. That's where we find it. We find we're priceless when we look in here and up there. But when we look into the outside world, that's what's called retail price. That's the value we think others put on us or the value we put on ourselves in relation to other people in the outside world. And that always we always end up on the clearance rack out there, right? Because, that's how fickle and unstable the outside world is. Parka coat in northern Alaska during the winter, gonna be very sought after and have high value, right? But that same parka coat on a tropical island on the equator during the summer may not even make it to the clearance rack. It may just be donated to Goodwill or to the, Eskimo Foundation. Let's send him off to Alaska, right? So, there is that understanding that the outside world is always going to we're going to fall short. We're going to be marked down in price. We're going to eventually end up on a clearance rack or donated, right? But that's all designed to eventually turn us inward and upward to find our true worth. That's a lot of this path of this life is to show us that. Yeah, and we have got the 10 of wands here, 10 of staves, and the 4 of cups. 4 of cups is this energy that, comes in with this um it's usually it shows someone leaned up against a tree and it has 3 cups out front. It's kind of this energy of I'm bored with these 3 cups that I'm offered by the outside world, and then the 4th cup is usually offered from the clouds, which is the chalice, the Holy Grail, and there is this, um, change of energy with these 2 cards coming out together. The 10 of wands is about the burden of investing a lot of energy into, the pursuit of feeling emotionally full, emotionally stable, and that all this energy that's put into it, especially when we're pouring it into the outside world, is kind of just sinking into the ground. It's not filling us up. It's it's not fulfilling. And so there is this little nudge from Kurt just to be aware of where you're investing your energy, especially your emotional energy each moment, because you're the one that is choosing where you're sending that emotional energy. Am I sending it into lower vibration or higher vibration? And I feel like we'll see what these other cards are here. It just feels like we've created habits to focus on low vibration because that's what we're taught everywhere, right? Friends, family, movies, books, the world, TV, internet, wherever everyone's focusing on fears and loss and what we don't have and what we're missing and what I want, but it's usually not except for yesterday. It's all about gratitude. What's hilarious is, across the United States, yesterday is great gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. We're so thankful for everything. Da 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 da. And then what happens? The next day is Black Friday. Everything's on sale. Give me more, give me more, give me more, give me more, right? And it's like night and day, right? It's like, wow, what happened to the gratitude and I'm so grateful for everything I have yesterday, right? And I feel like that there's this change of energy, right? Um, so we definitely have that, energy here. Yeah, and here's the emperor, the sultan. So again, coming back to that, King of Wands that you had in your first reading, which is decisions. You are in control of your destiny, of where you're going. You're not just, um, in a little baby seat in the back of a car and someone's driving you somewhere. You are the driver of your life. And it's a change that happens, I mean, I know you're 19 going on in 20. It's like, but you've been out of school for a little bit too by choice, right? And it's like at some point you realize that, okay, I've been feeling like I've been nudged and pushed and shoved and drawn and tied in the back trunk and driven somewhere, but now I'm the one that's in control of the vehicle of my life. Now I get to choose what direction I go, what I choose each moment. And there's this strong energy that's coming in here. Yeah. Because you got the death and rebirth card here too. So, we've got this energy of endings and beginnings. And this Four of Wands is the joy and celebration and choosing joy and celebration, choosing higher vibration, choosing energetic stability. You got the Four of Cups, right? You had the Four of Cups, didn't you? Yeah. So you got the Four of Cups and the Four of Wands, which is all about seeking stability of both emotions and energy. And, there is this stepping forward and because no one can stabilize your thinking, your emotions, your energy, your actions, unless, they can subdue our physical actions by, giving us an injection and putting us out. But no one can change the stuff inside of us, right? The only thing they can try to do is control our outside world, but on the inside is where we live. And there's this cute little story about little 2-year-old was in the back seat with his brothers in between, his older brothers, and he was causing a ruckus and he wouldn't stop. So the parents had him come up into the front seat with them and he wouldn't sit down, he wouldn't behave. So they threatened to take away all his toys for a month if he didn't stop. And he sat down and he crossed his arms. He goes, I may be sitting down on the outside, but I'm standing up on the inside, and that's that rebelliousness, that we are the ones who choose our journey. We are the ones who choose our decisions and our moment by moment adventures. Let's see here. And then he has divine timing for your um, fortune cookie here. It feels like there was more than one card. Yeah, and there's a bonus card underneath. So divine timing says everything is timing and timing is everything. Gladly, I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. And the bonus here was perseverance here. And it says, it seems you're on a massive journey right now, and this card has arrived to remind you that you will reach the other side. The mountain you're climbing is huge and formidable, but so is your ability to climb it. You don't need to enjoy it, you just need to tackle it. Complain if it makes the job easier. Blow off steam. You think mountain climbers get to the top of Everest on inspirational quotes? No way. They're grunting and crying and cursing like freaking pirates. That just doesn't sell a lot of posters. That's funny. So perseverance, you can get through it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but it starts now, right? That's the whole thing of I'm gonna do a lot, like start off in January. I'm gonna do a lot this year, and here it is, the end of November. Whoosh. So that's funny. All right. And then number 4, thank you for your multiple donations. I really appreciate that. So messages from your higher self. All right. Let's see. What does your higher self want you to know here? Okay, those, and I feel like these two. All right. So your first cup, your higher self is self-love, self-love, self-love. Become the chalice, allow yourself to fill up with the love from above. That's that's like their main message. Like if I could have you, step away, I mean, glean one thing as you step away from this message from them, they're like everything, the answer to every question is unconditional love, and you can't find it out there. You can only find it in here, upward and inward and upward. The love that you're looking for. So I like that. Let's see what else they want you here. Yeah. And that is the power. You have these 3 cards that came out together. That's how you step into your power. That's what it's like it's like the self-love is like one of those big water wheels where the water comes and it turns it. That's what creates your power. The love, the self-love is the source of everything. And um when we when we're filling up with the love from above and we're like this, with the cup, it's all filling us up. But if we get distracted and we turn this way, it's hitting the side of the cup and not filling us up. That's when we start to feel empty, when we get distracted by the outside world, by the things and the pains and the different things we have. But if we can, as much as we can return back to the self-love that's inside of us, that's what allows us to change. This change of course that comes in. The more you fill up with all this energy with the 3 of wands, it's a change of direction. It's with new information, you alter your course. Yeah, even with the 6 of swords. As you're letting go of some old ways of thinking, it moves you funny. It moves you funny. Sorry, I just saw I was reading what you were saying down there. That was funny. But you're letting go of old ways of thinking and moving into new ways of thinking. And this 6 of swords is a card of when the stories and the mindset changes, it moves into the outside world, and things in the outside world change and move too. Yeah, and you're saying you've got mental health counseling. Yep, exactly. And here is the devil card number 15, that's the Saturn Capricorn energy, the questioning of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets around worth with the Ace of Pentacles. So you have the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Staves, the Ace of Coins, all these beginnings, all these changes that are coming in. And this definitely talks about challenging the mental conditioning, looking at things differently. Bottom of the deck, you've got the Justice card, which she has the Ace of Swords, which is allows you to question those thoughts and beliefs and help balance out our thinking. We're taught a lot of stuff growing up with the supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's, and then how people act and don't act and speak and don't speak, how uh, we, not knowing any better, create these stories and belief systems around that. Oh, well, they were mad. That must have been me. I must have done something. That's my fault. We as children think everything is our fault. All the good stuff is our fault, but all the bad stuff is our fault too. We just learn through praise and punishment that way. So I feel like they're saying here you got a lot of power that steps in your life with that self-love. It's the core of your journey. Yeah. Unconditional love. You got the no judgment card. Joyful. Is that joyful? Joyville. Welcome to Joyville. Says no judgment. I release myself from any and all judgments. I find my inner critic, call it into my office, and tell it to take a vacation. As it leaves the room, I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy the joy of simply being. Who hired that guy anyway? We did. Yeah. So I like that no judgment and focusing on the unconditional love. That's the core of transformation that comes in for your life. So I like that. And it's all, yeah, you're right. You're growing. It's all about growth, right? It's all about seeing where we've come from, what we've done, and then look at who we are, remembering who we really are. That's that Ace of Cups. Remembering we are eternal, spiritual beings made of unconditional love, um, and powerful beings. We can step into that, and uh, that's what transforms us is remembering who we really are, right? So I love that. All right, so that's what they have for those for you, Supernova. Thank you again for those multiple donations. Hey, Olivier, shout out to another of my YouTube channel members, and CJ. Hey, sorry, didn't see. I was all embedded in the readings there. So good to see you. All right. So where we're at, so we've got Day Sturgis, and then we got a couple from Michelle, and then Latoya. Those are all via the Z CashApp and Z PayPal. And then we'll have Infinity and Lydia. Thank you. Human Being, boom, 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 3 for you. And then back to Nova. And like I said, I'm going to try here in about the top of the hour. Um, I'm going to try something where I'm going to do like a little zippy Zen readings and kind of step away from donations just for maybe we'll try 15 minutes because 30 minutes sounds like a long time, but maybe I'll do like 15 minutes of fast zip readings just to try to get some free readings in for people. I just try to balance it a little bit because those are fast one card kind of readings. And then we'll jump back into the donations. So we'll try that and see how that works. See how you guys feel about that. If you're like, nope, all donations should be first, too bad for free readings, then, we'll see how it goes. But we'll see. All right. So, Day Sturgis. You want for whatever comes out. So thank you for your donation via the Cash App. So let's take a look here. Whatever comes out. What does Spirit want you to know right now? I think they want this one first. That one below it. Okay. And I feel like these two at the end. All right. We got the moon card on the bottom. What a beautiful moon card. We've got a new moon coming up on Sunday. In fact, I'll share at the end. I'll probably share a video from another channel that she talks about this powerful, powerful new moon coming in. Fact, let me just share it right now. They're like, "Why are you waiting?" Um, so it's called. It's from Rewilding with Sabrina Lynn. She's amazing, by the way. If you ever have a chance to check her out. And here is the link, and it's she says it's the most auspicious new moon of the year. And I feel like this is an important message for you, being a new moon instead of a full big moon for you. So I would really, you know, encourage you to look at that video because it talks about all the different aspects and the powerful energy coming in and how you can use it for the this auspicious time. Because even December 5th next week, it's Mercury retrograde is in the middle, which I think they call it the Kazini, something like that, where it's lined up with the sun and 2 degrees off with Jupiter, who rules Sagittarius, which is what Mercury retrograde is in. So, time of abundance and manifestation. And it's a very, like you said, auspicious mood. So, I'd really take a look at that. And I feel like they're saying kind of step back here with the Hanged Man. Give yourself an opportunity to see things from a different perspective. Step away from some conflict that's going on with the Five of Swords. Could be in communication or internal conflict too. But take a break from that conflict and step away and see what you see from this different perspective that's coming in here. Um, I feel like if there is conflict in the outside world, Mercury retrograde is all about challenges in communication, but Sagittarius energy really makes it. There's some Mars stuff going on too this weekend, which can be this warning of. I feel like this is more for this weekend. Be aware of conflict for this weekend, and then you know, just know that energy changes next week, but there's a lot of Mars, Sagittarius fire energy going on. And I feel like they're kind of having you be aware of that. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah. Got the Six of Coins, this equal giving and receiving. The card underneath it on the bottom, yeah, Empress. So it's an important time here to allow yourself to receive. I know that's a hard one for a lot of us, right? But this is the Empress is nurture yourself, allow yourself to receive, be aware of falling into relationships with some codependent energies where people want to they will allow you to give and give and give and overgive until you're exhausted and then resentful, right? um and I feel like it's important for you to really balance that with yourself. Give to yourself, this Mother Nature, Empress energy. Give to yourself, allow yourself to fill up, and allow this, equal giving and receiving in relationships around you. I feel like it's an important thing to just realize, and I probably have shared it before, the Six of Pentacles little video that I have around balancing out our um, out of balance giving and receiving, where we feel we have to give so much to receive so little. So here's another video if that resonates with people. If you find yourself always feeling like you have to give and give and give and give and give and give, and no, 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 let me do all the giving or a majority of it, or let me go overboard with it, then there's something we can look at inside which allows us that equal 1 to 1 instead of I give 1,000 and then I only deserve one from everyone else. So I would peruse that if that resonates. Yeah, you have the Tower card coming in here. So there is this, realizing whatever this removal of something out of your life, that this is happening for you, whether it's a person, a relationship, a job, whatever situation it may be, that this is getting demolished and moved out of your life suddenly to make space for something that you deserve, something positively that you deserve. Say you deserve this. It's you deserve this space to have something so much an upgrade come into your life, something more so. Here's all that giving. And I feel like that they're saying that there's going to be something transitioning and transforming in the near future for you suddenly, but it's important that you be open for this receiving. Otherwise, the thing is removed, but if you're like, but I don't deserve something to replace it, then it takes a long time for it to come in. So really being aware of that energy of receiving is important for you. And then ultimately, you've got the Seven of Wands and the Temperance. So Seven of Wands is about not dimming your light, not asking permission to shine, not feeling you have to defend yourself, and to not feel like you have to rush into something as well, that you get to take the time that you want and the time that you need. And that if everyone else is but, and you're like, that's all right. I get to do things in my own pace, and I get to not do the things I don't want to do, and I get to do the things I want to do. That's the kind of energy that's coming in here. So hopefully that resonates with what's going on in your life right now. And then the your fortune cookie is from these affirmators, affirminators, maybe no, it's affirmators. So what is here it is. Your message from them, yeah, is the ups and the downs. And it says, I see life as an incredible ride, and I'm lucky to be on it. Yes, the ups and downs make me wanna puke sometimes, but they're also what makes things fun and interesting. And when you look back, even puking on yourself makes for a good story. So, what this change is coming, this what feels like an up and down, or something burns down to build something up. It is for you. Makes for a good story. All right. So that's what they have for you, my dear. So thank you again for your donation. And then Michelle Smith, you are up next for your two donations. So thank you for those. So, Michelle, you're in love with Melvin. Will you be together in a relationship in this lifetime? All right. So, based on current energies, let's see, is there going to be a relationship, like a committed relationship? Okay. I feel like that one, but they want this one and that one, but that leads to that one. Okay. See what we got here. So, the bottom of the deck here, we've got the Son of Staves, which is the Knight of Wands, the fastest moving knight out of it all, of a lot of fire, a lot of passion that's there. It's interesting underneath, you got the seven, the Major Arcana 7, which is the Chariot. This is again, more horses and movement, but it's power of choice and a lot of movement that's coming in here. But I feel like it's not faded, and we'll see what these other cards are here, but it just doesn't feel like it's a faded relationship, like, "Oh, it's absolutely it's before you came down, you guys decided." I feel like it's an optional it's like there's an opportunity of a lot of possibilities in your life, and it's possible that that could be one of your relationships. If you make the choices and they make the choices to do that and to go there. It's like when you plan a vacation, let's say, and you can either purchase all the stuff ahead of time, like the luau and the snorkeling and the horseback riding and whatever, or you can be like, you know what, when I get there, I'll decide what I want. This is that kind of energy. When we get to this lifetime, we'll decide what we want. So we'll see. It's a possibility, but it's not fated, is the initial message. You do have the 8 of staves. Again, a lot of fire that comes in here, Michelle. It feels like here that they are a very passionate person, but, I don't feel like they have a whole lot of love to give. When I saw that Son of Staves, the Knight of Wands, that's like a lot of passion and intimacy, and with this being doubly in here of all this fast energy, it does tell me that they don't have a whole lot of self-love yet. And they kind of learn that, well, how I show and am shown love is by intimacy. I don't, if you want love from me, well, this is what I can give you, because I can't give you something I don't have for myself first. So I can give you this, but I can give you all this passion. And that's how they are normally, like, I want to say, it's like putting a small little gift in a giant box. Like at Christmas, and it's like, wow, what a big box, but the box is the passion and all that. They wrap that around the little tiny and have a lot of stuffing inside, right? So I feel like that's what's coming in here right now. We got the 10 of steps. Yeah. Look at tons and tons of wands fire energy. So they've got a lot of passion, but emotion, we'll see here. Yeah, and they got the 2 of swords. So their heart and their mind battle quite a bit, and that makes sense in that that's why they don't have a whole lot of love to give, is because their brain, their thinking has gone, "Nope, you got hurt when you were younger, and so we keep all that love bridled and on a leash and in a cage, and we don't allow that to go out." Passion, okay, but that love is kept very well under guard, and very deep within them with these cards that are coming in. Yeah, their journey here, if they're able to turn inward and upward for their self-love with this Ace of Cups, then that changes things because when we develop our relationship with our higher self, right? When we expand our self-love, that also expands our ability to give and receive love to others. Because again, I can't give love to others I don't have for myself, and I can't receive love from others more than to the extent I love myself. It's like a little pipeline. And if I love myself that much, that's as much love I can push. It drips out, and no matter how much love someone wants to give me, it's just going to drip in. And there's that know, um, limitation, but as I expand it, then I can flood and love out and receive floods of love back. But that's why our self-love is so important for our relationships because, otherwise we're all starving each other with emotion, right? Without emotion. Yeah. And again, you've got the Ace of Wands. So much passion, so much of this. I really feel here that it has to, the cycle of passion being their primary would have to end um, in order for it to work with you. Passion is nice, but love, we want love above all. We don't want love without passion in our relationships, right? We want it all, but so I feel like there's a possibility there, but it is so important that they work on their self-love first. So hopefully that helps a little bit. I know it's not like a yes or no. It's like it's possible, but I feel like they need a lot of work on their side. And of course, we can always work on our own self-love, but I feel like in order for it to work with you, they really need to find that. Otherwise, it's all about passion, passion, passion. And what happens? They get bored with the passion they're getting. They need more passion, or they're not giving us emotion. And so we start to go, well, I need some love before I give you more passion. And then they end up going outside, right, to other things. So let's take a look here. Look, you got engagement, though. For your fortune cookie for this one, it says, today I make the conscious choice to engage with the world in an active way. I'll take a new route and talk to strangers. I will smell flowers and pet dogs and maybe walk around barefoot for a while, if not inside a 7-Eleven, because they don't, no shoes, no service. At the very least, I'll have a day that's slightly more interesting than average. And at the most, I'll have a startling epiphany or make a friend who will change my life forever. No pressure. I like that because it's like saying, live your passion, right? Don't wait around for someone. Don't, it's like you love them and all that. But love yourself, right? Love yourself enough to go do what you love to do in life. Don't put your whole life on hold for someone, waiting by the phone, waiting for them to act, waiting. Go live and go do the things you love in life. And that's where passion, ignites. And you never know, you might meet someone that just that's out there living their passion and you guys like the same stuff and something grows rather than, feeling that this, person is going to give you the love that you're looking for. You have to find that love for yourself here first, or you can't receive a whole lot of love from them either, like we were talking about, right? So that's an important piece of that there, Michelle. So that is that one. And then let me do your second one real quick here. And then after that, I'll do a quick 15-minute free reading bonanza, maybe. And then we'll get back on track for the other donations. So thank you for your second donation via the Cash app. And what is the relationship with Melvin and Yvonne? Ooh, okay. Well, let's take a look here. See what's going on with the Melbs and Yvonne. What's this relationship about? What can we know? Okay. Anything else? Those two. And they do want that one too. That one too. All right. we've got the Son of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which is the Knight of Cups. It is this pursuit of love, but there is this, because we already talked about Melvin doesn't have the love to give, right? He can only give passion. But his is on this, he's trying to find this bridge of trying to fill his heart up. And I feel like, I don't know, it feels imitation. It feels like, "Well, I need to feel this love in my heart, but I don't feel it. And let me interact with this person." And they're like thinking, I don't know, it's like there's this thinking of, well, uh, I'm supposed to, ain't I? But they don't feel it. They don't feel anything because they're on this quest, the Knight of Cups. They're on the quest for finding their self-love. And so the kind of mirror that they're being is that it's empty. They're not feeling anything because, again, their pipeline is like this. And no matter if Yvonne could flood love, all they would feel is drip, drip. It's nothing. It's like, and that's what happens is we go from person to person to person to person to person, and I don't feel like I'm getting anything from them. All I can offer is passion to everyone, right? But not, I don't get love. And so, but my heart is so hungry for love. It doesn't like this imitation. And so it's part of that journey. Let's see what else we have here too. Yeah, there's peace of mind with the Four of Swords. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, and we've got the balancing of the mind. It's like they put their mind at ease. Let's see what these other cards are here. Yeah, we've got the Power of Choice and the King of Wands. Again, there's all this passion and choice and um, movement of passion that's here. I want to see what these other cards are here first, because yeah. See, they got this Two of Cups, which is an important relationship, and I feel like they're kind of stuck with this belief that it's supposed to be love, but all they feel is passion. It's like they just have a ton of passion that that's the fire can't be put out no matter how much they exhibit that passion, if that makes sense. It's just like they've got so much burning within them. I mean, are they a fire sign? I'm not sure. They just feel like they have a lot here. Yeah, and we got the Son of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords, and the Six of Wands too. And movement, equal passion. So there's attraction between them, but this Knight of Swords, there's just something about the mental communication between the two of them, because it feels like there's a strong mental camaraderie. I don't know if that's a good word. Compatibility between them. It's like they get each other mentally. Um, and so he feels like it's supposed to be more, like they're supposed to take it, down emotions, but he has so much passion, so much fire within him. It's like this king of fire. I just feel like it feels very confusing. I feel like he's very confused. I feel like she knows what she wants from him, but I feel like he's very confused because it just feels empty. Every relationship he has feels empty because of that lack of self-love that he has. And so I feel like there's this um, kind of supposed to, should, expectations of, well, I'm supposed to like get together with them, and because we're getting along and I get along with them, but I also, I know they want more, but I can't give them that. And that wouldn't be fair if I just wanted that, because I don't think they could give me all that, you know. So there's all that kind of looping of passion, passion, passion in place of emotion. Let's see what else they have here with your fortune cookie here. What is this relationship between them? Yeah. It's generosity, this giving and receiving. There might be this codependency between them. Reminds me of the Six of Pentacles energy. It says, I give generously to those around me, no matter how much or how little I have. I know there's more than enough to go around, and that the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping. Oops. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. So it does feel like he's, giving of what he can, but I feel like um I feel like it's not a good move to, you know, invest your heart in it at this time until you can see that they're working on their self-love, because otherwise it's just going to be several people that they're having intimacy with because they're searching for this self-love to fill themselves up, if that makes sense. So I know it's kind of confusing, but that's what's coming in. So hopefully that's, that helps there. All right. So Michelle, thank you for your donations. And I appreciate that. Free readings aren't closed, but what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take 15 minutes and I'm going to try something new tonight. And so I'm going to do, let's see here. And my YouTube channel members get first dibs here. So we're going to do Andrea 54 Hector. You will be up first here. So I'm just going to throw a little, just a little announcement in here, just so people can see where it is. I'm going to do, oops, I said 30 minutes, Zippy. I forgot that I did that. It should be 15, but it's going to be 15 minutes. So let us do that. So Andrea 54 Hector, congratulations on being a member for 2 months. Sorry, the heater's on, getting warm. So what is the current energy and feeling from Jacob the Gemini for you? We're still married but separated. All right. And of course, these are free readings. These are just 1 to 2 cards. So these go fast anyway. So let's take a look here. What is the current energy and feelings from Jacob? Yeah, definitely transformation. Here's the separation with the Hermit card. So they very much are enjoying this. I say enjoying, but seeking this alone time so they could really transform and see things from a different perspective with the Hanged Man here. So they are going through this transformation. I feel like, when you're asking their energy and feelings towards you or for you, they're really focused on them right now. I don't feel like they're like looking outwardly and wondering how you're doing and doing that. It's like all super spotlight focus on themselves right now. So I don't feel like they are open to anything outside. It's like heart surgery. They have themselves inside of a secure place so they can open their heart and work on it, and they're not open to anything or anyone else. It's all me, working on my own self. So right now their energy is all about who am I, what do I want, why do I want, doing a big um evaluation of themselves. So that's what's coming in right now, Andrea 54 Hector. So which isn't a bad idea. I mean, that's what we all can do, is do our own self-reflection and look at those things, right? So that's what's coming in for you, my dear. So hang in there. Many blessings to you. And then Livy A. Vagata, you have your uh, one here. So is it a good option to work with Mauricio? All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit say? What energy comes in with working with Mauricio? Okay. There's a 8 of wands is it's a lot of energy, but that moon card shows that there's a lot of hidden and unseen things below the surface. So there's a lot of sparky energy, a lot of movement, a lot of fast stuff. But that moon card coming in with that combination kind of gives me a warning. There's a lot of unseen things that you're not aware of that would probably make you think twice about doing it. So I would kind of give yourself time to see the unseen and then see if you still want to do it, because I don't feel like you will once you're able to see who they really are, what they're really doing, what their energy is, and intentions, and the direction that they're going. I kind of feel like they'd be like this. Man, I'm not so sure about that right now. Okay. Right. So that is what they have for you, Olivier. So that is my YouTube channel members. So those are done. And so we'll start here. The 15-minute zippy. And let's see, we're going to start with here. So Day Sturgis. Just going to put a quick note in here just to keep things going here. Put it down here. All right. So Day Sturgis, you have a general here. So let's see what Spirit wants you to know here. And for these zippy Zen readings, these are going to be one card readings for the free readings, just to try to get some in here. You do have the 5 of coins coming in, and this is a good transformation of moving away from feelings of lack, from being, feeling abandoned, left out in the cold, left behind, and not having enough. And this realization comes in with that when, of course, when we depend on humans, when a human goes into fight or flight mode, when they feel unsafe or out of control, they will pull the shirt off our back, the rug from underneath us. And that's where we experience abandonment and being left behind, because the human's freaking out and doing all sorts of, stupid things. That's what we do when we're in fear, right? But this is a transformation in realizing that it's not humans that bring you your sustenance in each moment, but it's creator, it's spirit, it's source. They have endless resources. They never get scared. They never abandon us. When we look at, here I am, 57 years old. Obviously I've gotten everything I've ever needed in my life, or I'd be dead right now. So great track record. And we develop this trust with creator, and we can see that spirit does use humans as shipping companies sometimes, will bring us things through people, and we can thank them, thank you, but we know where it came from, right? And so I feel like there's this transformational time right now of learning to trust, not, that humans can't be trusted, because when we freak out and go into fear, we're going to do all sorts of unstable things. But creator, the most stable thing that we could ever trust and connect with, because they've got eternal, never ending, unconditional, nothing we can do to earn it, nothing we can do to lose it, love for us, right? So I feel like there's a big transformation that's happening, and an awareness that can come around that in your life, and you can kind of put it together and see that. All right. So that's what they have for you, Day Sturgis. So many blessings to you. Let's see. When did we start this? So 7:07. Okay. So we have time for a couple more. Minahil, hello, hello. A general love reading for you. So for your free reading here, you got 8 of staves. So a lot of passion coming your way here, but this is a good start. With the 8 of wands. Because of course we want love, we want passion, we want it all, as we talked about earlier. But this is like, there's a spark that comes here soon, that comes in, but it's important for you to pay attention to the signs around you too. Spirit is giving you signs all over the place, of on the outside world, mental, um, emotional, energetic, and it has this, energy that comes in, and they're guiding you and kind of showing you and nudging you to go in different directions. I feel like one of the big things they're kind of nudging you to do is to live your passion. Go do something that you enjoy. Find a new hobby. Don't make finding love your hobby. Go live your passion. Don't be looking for a position of love to be filled in your life like it's a job. You're taking applications. Go live your life. Go do the things you love. When you're doing that, you'll bump into someone who's also doing things they love, common things that you also love to do. And that's that bond. And then love can grow from it into a relationship rather than the goal is to find love. It's like, no, the goal is to live your love, live your passions, and then you meet someone along the way. It changes the energy. So that's what is coming in right now. All right. So that's what they have for you, Minnie Heal. Many blessings to you. And then Amber, will Kenneth come back and be loyal and honest? Or should you move on? Let's take a look here and see. We'll answer your first question there. Is he going to be honest? We got the seven, the major seven, which is the chariot, which is about choice and that they're going back and forth. They really haven't chosen that, but this is the card of your choice too, your power of choice. Do you want them to come back? Um, loyal and honesty, the really big thing, and I kind of feel like when you're asking the question, move on, this is action, action, movement, movement. I feel like it's your spirit guides going, yeah, because I kind of feel and have this little glimpse of you forgiving them and then going, well, we can make it work out, but you have all this ammunition of all these things that they didn't do or that they've, let you down on. And the first argument you have, it comes out like a machine gun. And there it all is, right? And I feel like it's important for you to learn of what did you learn about yourself through that relationship because it didn't happen by accident. They were a mirror for you to learn about yourself. You were a mirror for them to learn about themselves. But it's important that you learn what you um, anticipate or anticipated or you not anticipated intended what you wanted to learn from that. Otherwise you'll take it into the next relationship and the next one, and we'll keep having the same teacher come in to show us what we want to see about ourselves until we see it. But I feel like this movement forward is for you, and you can start fresh with someone, but after you take the time to really understand what did I learn about myself through that. So I feel like it's healthy for you to move forward with all that. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, Amber, that's what they have there for you. So many blessings to you. All right, let me see. Where are we at on time here? I think we're getting close to get back into the other readings here. Where's my little note? Oh, here we go. So it was 7:07. So that's been 11 minutes. I got 4 more minutes. All right. So it'll be 7:22. We'll get back into the donations here. So Mariana Ivan Zevic, I probably total murdered that. I'm so sorry. General for December. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Whoa. Cards are flying. So general for December. I got the 4 of coins, 4 of pentacles. There's this home energy here with 4 walls in the outside world. And I feel like there is, I don't know if you need to visit home or you're moving home or both, but I feel like it's important that you connect with what capital H home feels like, whether that's, family, parents, someone. Home life is very, very um, focused on and spotlighted for you for December. Home life, home. And the 4 Pentacles, this is about a solid foundation. So I feel like the home life feels more solid. It's like it's not like woohoo, like I'm winning Powerball, but it feels stable. We'll say that. It's your outside world feels stable during that. But home life is an important thing to really focus on, whether it's decluttering, moving things around, giving attention to home that you actually live in, but also um what like hometown feel. That's kind of energy I feel is an important thing for you. So if you're contemplating, well, do I want to go back for Christmas or a holiday or visit or what do I want to do? It's like this is nudging you to go visit people, and to make that journey. Um, but get the foundation in your own home first, but that's an important piece of that, if that makes sense. So that's one piece for December. It's very focused on home. All right. So that's what they have for you, Mariana. And then let's see here. So kick it with Jay. Hey, are you going to be financially stable by the end of this year? So in the next 4 weeks, let's take a look here. Kick it. Are you going to be right? You do have the possibilities with the five of staves, the five of wands. This represents a transformation or a change of energy of your energetic focus. And what that tells me is that, if I'm focusing on wanting financial stability and needing it and fearing I'm not going to have it, and hating my current financial situation, my energy is so powerful. It's going to grow all that. It's going to push financial stability away from me because my energy is saying, you know what I enjoy? And the universe is like, what? Um, or, and my energy tells them, I enjoy wanting financial stability, but not having it. I enjoy missing it. Can I miss it some more? So that our energy actually pushes it away. What changes that is gratitude. When our higher vibrational energy, we draw in what our energy focuses on. So if I'm grateful for financial stability, grateful for this, grateful for that, etc., then it draws more of that in. So I feel like the energy is within you. If you can, start a gratitude journal. If you want it to happen fast, put a reminder on your phone for every waking hour, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Because we get sucked out. We're taught focus on what we don't have. We get sucked out there. If we focus on the higher vibration, over and over and over, we get drawn back because whatever we focus on most is what we draw in. So if I focus one moment on gratitude and the rest of the day on fear, guess what I'm going to grow? Fear, right? So the more I can make changes, you know, in my alarms, my habits, putting notes everywhere, whatever brings us back to gratitude, then that can bring that in. So I like that it's possible. It has possibilities for you, but I feel like you really have to do a change of mindset on focus on gratitude over fear of lack or focusing on how something's not there, if that makes sense. All right. So that's what they have for you. Kick it. All right. So we are at the mark now. Do you want to just do some free readings and throw them in there and just trying something new here? So we're going to continue with donations. And let me just put a note here. We're back here with Latoya. Yep. Let me just throw another quick little note out here. All right. So Latoya, thank you for your donation via Z PayPal. All right. And let's see here. Do I see? Okay. Let me see here if you have your question out here. So Latoya. See, was it further up maybe? Oh, yeah, right there. Hello, right above it. How Alton the Libra feels about you. There's no contact. You're a Gemini. All right. Let's take a look here, Latoya. How is Alton the Libra? How do they feel about you? No contact. All right. What is going on with Alton? All right. They are in this energy here. You got the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. So a lot of this is Mother Nature, Mother nurturing themselves, really focusing on the coin is what I'm hearing. Trying to get their outside world to where they feel good about themselves. So I feel like they're kind of in this. I'm trying to get, all this stuff all aligned and um as the physical world, it's all about coin and what it can bring them. And I feel like they're looking for their security and their worth in that. So let's take a look. That's the bottom of the deck. I feel like they just want you to know the underlying energy. But how do they feel about you uh, here? Yeah, got the Hermit card. So they really want to be by themselves. Um, they're really enjoying just the solitude of being themselves, doing what they want. Yeah, and the Nine of Cups, living my dream. What is my dream? And, all this solitudeness with two nines. Definitely, they're trying to figure out what is my dream come true. They think it's money. They think it's all this other stuff, the physical world. Um, yeah, they are so consumed with themselves. Got the Sultan, which is the Emperor, and the Alchemist. A lot of divine masculine energy, all about action movement. Aries energy, and the Magician, the magic wand. Manifest, manifest, putting together what I want, putting plans together and moving forward, you know, kind of energy. It's like they're trying to figure out what their dream is. They think they know, they don't, but they're, living some dream that they've kind of taken on. It's not their true dream, but they're thinking, if I have this and this and this and this and this, then I've got it made, and it's like, no. So they're really self consumed here, you know. I feel like they see you as this, the Four of Swords, peace of mind. Um, and they kind of see you as here as resting and um but this Four of Swords really is telling me too that they're because this is letting go of expectations and this could have nothing to do with you at all, but they are relieved that they're not disappointing someone. And what that can mean is they might have grown up with like a lot of rules around what a relationship is supposed to be, how you're supposed to treat, you know, someone that you're seeing and, all of that and long list. And they always feel like they're failing it. And even if you didn't say anything to them, it was already in here before they met you. And they already had this idea that I'm letting you down. I can't give you everything that you want. And you're like, I haven't even said anything. And it's all in here though. It doesn't matter. And they feel like there's this big relief of like, okay, I'm not under pressure of failing anymore. So a great amount of they might have grown up with a great amount of disappointment from mom or grandmas or sisters or aunts, or I feel like a very feminine influence on them about failure, maybe even female teachers. But it just feels like this in when I'm connecting with their energy, they have this fear of failing strong females in their life. And and so they just kind of felt like under pressure when they were with, and now that they're kind of disconnected from all that, they have like this freedom kind of feeling. Yeah. All this mirroring, so they are taking this time to look at themselves. Look at all the peacock. Again, the outside. How do I look to the outside world? It's that energy, right? I'm beautiful even when I don't think it. I'm beautiful even when I don't see it. I'm beautiful no matter how many people don't say it. I'm beautiful and I don't even care if you know it. I'm beautiful, which is why I don't have to try so hard all the time to show it. I feel like this is like, have you ever watched Saturday Night Live? I think it was Saturday Night Live. It was the guy that would look in the mirror and he goes, I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and dang it, people like me." It's like that's what I feel like they're doing is they're trying to convince themselves of that, but they don't believe that. And so I feel like that's a big piece of what they're going through right now. And so when we're looking at the energy of how do they feel about you, no contact and all that, they're just like, in oh, okay, Libra, right? They're all in this balancing and trying to figure themselves out and looking to the outside world with all that though. So that's what I feel's coming in with that, Latoya. So I know. All right. So that is what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And thank you again for your donation. All right. And then let's see. So we left off, that was the last of the other donations. So we're back on track for the other in the chat. So Infinity, you're up next. Thank you for your donation. Let's give that a love and a like there. And you want to know, did you and Leo pass through the same airport at the same time? It's a weird question. It's not, but a few people told you that you might see him, but we didn't end up bumping into each other. Okay, let's take a look here and see. Did you guys pass through the same airport at the same time? Let's take a look. All right. It's interesting. Well, you had the 10 of coins on the bottom, the 10 of pentacles. So I feel like that you guys were in the same airport, but I do feel like there was, with these two cards coming out, the 6 of wands was like the movement that was going to happen, like this was going to be you guys bumping into one another, but there was this delay. The 5 of swords, there was a conflict in yeah, with all this Mercury retrograde. I feel like their flight, something happened where it delayed them, where you guys missed each other. There was like this 6 of cups energy, which is about past life connections and faded connections in a way. And even with the sun card with Leo energy, this both of these cards coming out is about, yeah, there was like this um possibility of paths crossing, because that's like the past life and this divine, um appointment kind of thing. But it's never guaranteed, and they're like, yeah, Mercury retrograde, with all that delay and that's what Mercury retrograde is like, a struggle with um communication and delay of trips and all that kind of stuff that happens, that they were delayed. So that's why you guys didn't see each other. You were the path was interrupted, just as possibilities and things unfolding. So it wasn't like a faded moment where you guys were had to absolutely meet. There's not a whole lot of those anyway. There's a possibilities and possibilities. There's all these little bumps that where you guys could bump into each other in different ways. But I don't feel like yeah, that you guys did go through the airport but at different times. So you weren't at the same space at the exact same time. Let's see what your little affirminators is here. Yeah, so we got a little friendliness card here. And it says, whenever I smile, I make someone's day better. What a cool way to buy happiness for free. Today, I will remember what an awesome power I hold, and I'll take joy in improving lives simply by giving away grins like crazy. Note, in a pinch, money will also work. That's funny. But I feel like just when I was reading that, I feel like you did make a difference in some people's lives, though, because I feel like you smile, and I feel like you smiled and you were friendly to some people because you didn't bump into them. You were not distracted, and um, your smile made some people's day, and I like that. It helped them with all their traveling. So I like that for you, Infinity, and that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. And then Lydia, you're up next. Thank you for your donation. So your future in your current company, stay or look for new. All right. Should you stay or should you go, right? It's like that song, if you stay there will be trouble, if you go there will be double. That's just a song, that's not Spirit's message. So your future and current job, stay or look for new. Let's see what we have here. What advice does Spirit have for you here? I've got the 4 of wands. This is like seek joy. Let joy be your guide in where you go or where you stay. Let joy lead you. And I feel like that's an important thing. You have the 10 of cups. Again, that was the bottom of the deck. You have the 10 of cups, which is joy, overflowing joy. Let that lead you. I think that's going to lead you away, isn't it? I got a feeling. Yeah. The tower. Yeah, I do feel like it's time for you to move and look for a new position is what they're saying here. The current one isn't bringing you joy, it won't bring you the joy that you're looking for, and if you stick around long enough, like any toxic relationship that we get into that I fear, like, "Well, what if I can't get a job like this somewhere else?" Well, I'll start to look and, but I'll give up because it's not the same money, oh, it's so much trouble and I'm scared. So we'll stay in a toxic relationship, like job, love relationship, whatever. And then when we don't, sometimes, of course, it's removed out of our way for us. And then we're able to move forward into something that truly brings us joy because it's our soul has sent out their messengers to remove something out of our life for our benefit, right? Let's see what they're headed you into here. Yeah, you got the Six of Cups energy here. And underneath that, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, the letting go of the fears here with the Ten of Swords. So it's time to kind of look past the not worried about pleasing other people and doing the supposed to be, the should be, the need to be, with these 2 cards coming out together, the Six of Cups is kinda like a childhood dream and how childhood dreams are dashed because of, "Well, you need to do something more that's stable and that pays the bills and does this and does that." But, it just we wake up every day going, "Oh, I gotta go work today." And that's not living our dream, that's living someone else's dream, right? And we're like, "But I wanna wake up every day excited to go do what I wanna do." At least not wanting to hit the snooze alarm 10 times and not go in, right? And, yeah, and you have the 8 of coins. If you wanna go back to school, this is very supported here. It's about putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears, and that allows you to move forward into something that's more of your dreams. So if you wanted to be a doctor, you wanted to be a counselor, you wanted to be, something that requires certification or an education, look into it. It's never too late to live your dream because when you're living your dream, you're spreading that joy because it's filling inside of you and it's overflowing out to others. And those fears of not making enough money, when you're doing something you love, one, you you're not spending all this money taking care of your health and spending money trying to make yourself feel better by, retail therapy and all this kind of stuff. It's like you need less and then you end up making more because you love what you do and it expands that way. I love that. Look, follow your heart. I love it. Oh, I'm always rewarded when I follow my heart. I trust that the GPS in my heart knows all the best routes. And when it seems like it's taking too long to get where I want, I know that's because there's some cool, weird stuff to see along the way. So that's follow your joy, follow your heart. Where does your heart leading you? Go that direction, and you won't regret it. Right? So that's what they have for you, Lydia. So thank you again for your donation. Many blessings to you. All right. And then, human being, thank you so much for your multiple donations here. And so you said things haven't been going super great for you this year. Okay. Just looking for any guidance. Your mom also passed earlier this year. If she has any messages, that would be lovely. Absolutely. And we actually have some cards down here, messages from the other side. So we'll definitely pull from there here. So are all these three donations for that group of questions all together? Just want to make sure I'm not cheating you out of other questions. All right. Yeah, in fact, let's start with mom. She's like, um, I go first. So mom gets to go first. I love it. She's joking. Hello. All right. So what messages from mom for you right now? She is funny. She was like, "Well, I'm joking, but I'm not. I do want to go first." Okay. So here are three messages from your mom, and possibly someone else too, tagging along. Mm, wow. I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. Oh, wow. Can never tell each other how much we love each other enough, right? I love that. Such a mom thing to say, too. All right, let me just find it in here. There he goes. So she says, "It's funny. When I first came over here and I had a chance to look back at my earthly life, I realized the way in which my own insecurities and fears held me back from expressing the true innermost parts of my heart. I was so caught up in my own day to day life that I didn't take the time to express myself like I should have. If you could look up to the sky right now, you would see 'I love you' written by the clouds and colored by the stars. From my spiritual perspective, I know all the little things you did quietly for me, and I can't thank you enough. Love continues to live on in your heart, and together we can be reassured that it can never die." Wow. I love that. I love that. Sounds like your mom for sure. And then she says, "Oh, look, and here's in the clouds." So she's like, "Here, I love you is written in the clouds." And it says, "Life is a series of choices. Choose love." And that's actually the very next card after that. It's amazing in the book, too. She says, "Love is the true nature of your soul. And by making a choice from love instead of fear, you're saying yes to God. I remember in life when I would let other people's opinions of me define who I was. I was never good enough to be accepted. That was because I was living in fear. But now I know how much more powerful love is. By making the right choices, you welcome abundance into every aspect of your life. And I want nothing more than for you to be happy. So, with every choice you make, stay true to your nature and choose love. Fear separates, love unites. From over here, I'll try to remind you to always attempt to see love in all that you do. That way, you can live a happier and more fulfilling life while on earth." So she's really saying here, follow your heart. And she's like, "I know I pressured you a lot to do and live a certain way, but bollocks, just let it all go and follow your heart. Do what you want. I don't judge you. I don't, over here." She goes, "Yeah, down there. Yeah, I was, Judge Judy." She goes, "But over here, no judgment. Total love, total support. I get it now. I know every emotion you have ever felt, every thought you've ever had, even into her womb." And she sees the rest of your life. And so she's like, choose love, choose what you love, let your heart lead the way. I like that. And then whoever this other person is that's with her, someone who's very close. I don't almost feel like it wasn't a relative. I feel like it was maybe a best friend of theirs, but maybe you knew them too, because it says there is no time where I am. Time is only on the earth. I feel like it's someone that was always late because they're just making a joke about time, if that makes sense. Life is short. It's true. And it's even shorter from my heavenly vantage point, where the entire human lifespan seems to pass more quickly than the blink of an eye. So I'm happy to be with you for the rest of your life because I love you and because time is in abundance here. We don't measure time as you do because time is a figment of the physical world. On Earth, it is used to compare past, present, and future. Where I am now, only the present exists for all eternity, and my love and care for you is also timeless and eternal. So I'm not sure who that is, if that makes sense, but but I like that because they are saying, "I know I was always late to things, but there's no time anyway." But there's plenty of time here, and I'm with you. I'm with you all the time. That's the whole thing. They don't have to split out their time between and attention between a variety of people. They can be 100% present with every loved one as if that's all that That's all that where they are. So I love that. So those are the messages from mom and friend. What is it? Uh, they're plus one. That's funny. All right. And let's take a look here and see what guidance they want you to have here too. And thank you everybody for your patience in getting to your readings. I'm going to be on for about 15 more minutes. And then I'm going to go spend about an hour or so with my Praying Mantis members. I will come back on and finish out um, all of the donations, and I might even finish out all the free readings. Feeling very giving today. We'll see how my energy is, but I feel like I want to do that this evening. I don't normally do that except on Sundays, but I just feel like I want to do it. So I think I'm going to do it. So yay! Because I'm so grateful. I'm full of gratitude. Awesome sauce. Yay! All right. So I'll definitely do it now that I got everyone's hopes up. So even if I have to go, uh, I don't know what do I have? Drink a protein drink. I don't know. All right. So sorry. Let's get back to you, human being. Human being. So what advice do they have for you here? Just about life and hope. I feel like they want that one too. Mm. Yeah, very much here. This message here, human being. Seven of Staves is like the sun, and I feel like this is their message. Don't try to be someone you're not. Don't dim your light for anyone or anything. Don't ask permission to shine. Shine bright. You don't need to defend your life. And I just feel like they're saying, go live and be. And, you know, life is difficult when we have such a high bar and when we have such a high bar, we can give this much, right? And sometimes we might be able to hit that, but not for long. And so when we focus on all these expectations and all this pressure we put on ourselves, we live a life of um, lack. We live a life of focusing on less than and failure and all that. If we can take these expectations and try to get rid of as many as we can, then we live a life of abundance instead, and we can see things like from this different perspective, this different way of looking at things. So I feel like they have that here. Yeah. And they're encouraging you here with this full card, which is the first card in the major arcana. And they're about, you know, a world of possibilities. And even with the page of wands, it's like live your passion, grab a hold of your passion and go for it, live it. The full card is like getting rid of all those expectations, and it's an adventure. There's no, cage keeping you in, and you're able to go do and live the life that you want, express this passion in your heart with the world. Yeah, death and rebirth. Yeah, definitely time for a new beginning, to put an end to all those things and all that stuff. And the moon card is about, I love the Mother Luna energy, but it's emotion. Follow and really dive into what it is you really want. Your dreams are below the surface, and connecting to that is such an important thing. I had put out a video, not a video, not me personally, but I put a link to a video, and this is good for everyone. We've got this amazing strong new moon coming up here on Sunday. And here's it again, just for the ease of use. Rewilding with Sabrina Lynn. She is amazing. I love her. But this is the new moon energy. And I feel like you can use that to really grasp into what is it my desire is, what is it that I want to do and go. And there's a lot of newness here with death and rebirth with this new moon. using the Sagittarius new moon energy to really move things forward for you here. Yeah. And a change of energy coming in, you know, the Five of Wands is being aware of what we're focusing on each day. And we're taught, and this is like mom, right? Saying, I know I taught you to focus on what you fear, what's missing, what you want, what you hate. I kind of taught you that growing up. Apologies, but now you can change that, because we're taught to focus on all that stuff. But what our energy does is it grows all that. It draws events, people, situations, relationships that match that energy in. And it's like, but that's not what I want. So it's about changing our energy, changing your focus with all this. But gratitude, unconditional love, and joy and laughter and peace, the more we focus on that, the more it changes it. One of the things I did, and sorry, I'm talking 100 miles an hour, but gratitude journal, amazing thing. And it was like, it was a bit overdone, and I'm like, well, I'll give it a try. I'll do it for 30 days. Each day I'll write one thing that I'm grateful for and not try to repeat anything. And I loved the change in my energy and my life just by then 30 days. And I decided I'm going to keep doing this until I'm tired of it. Um, or I run out of things to be grateful for. 5 months almost. And it became like it was work instead of, um, something fun that I was doing, but I didn't repeat anything for almost 5 months on what I was grateful for. And because it became a part of my life of gratitude, I became an expert in finding gratitude in things because that's all I was focusing on. And so I feel like that's something that you can do too, if that resonates, and that can help change the energy as you're going into December and into the new year. Because, yeah, again, you've got this, 4 here, this, Emperor, hello, Aries energy. It's you deciding what you want, putting everyone's opinion to the side, making a plan, putting energy and going for it. I like that. You've got Temperance, and I feel like you've been patient long enough. I feel like this normally can be a patience card, but it's like, no, 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 no. And you got the Six of Cups, which feels like a childhood dream, something that you've loved since childhood. And I feel like you're ready to make this movement and to go forward. But a big piece of it all is the Two of Wands on the bottom and the Ten of Wands, too. All this is energy. Again, here's the hope. I thought you were going to get the star card. Hope. There's hope. What is your dream come true? Have the path and invest energy into that dream to come true, and not the dream where you wake up going, oh crap, I got to go live my dream today, because that's someone else's dream, probably your mom's. She's like, shut up. But in a fun way, she's telling me to shut up, shut it. But she goes, you're probably right. But it's like, go live your dream and don't let anything stop you. And I love that for you. All right, so those are your messages there, and let's give you a fortune cookie here too. Whoa. All right. Well, this, I feel like this is the one they want you to do. Did you want to be a teacher? It just says everyone's a teacher. And it says, everyone I cross paths with is a teacher in that moment. The ones who give me the fun lessons are the ones I call friends. The ones who give me the hard lessons I sometimes call a-holes. They've chosen a tough job, but someone's got to do it. So today, I'm thanking all the a-holes. Thank you, a-holes, for playing your part in making me a better person. That's hilarious. Too funny. All right. Yeah, Kaylin, I did get your Cash App that came through here. Um, I still have more donations to go, and I'm going to be heading off here to go spend about an hour or so with my Praying Mantis members. Then I'll be back. I'm going to take a quick break, and then I'll be back on, and I'll do all the donations first, And then I'm also going to complete all the free readings tonight too, because I'm feeling in a giving mood. So I'm going to come back on and do all that. So I will get to you. I did get your Cash App though. So just make sure if your question isn't in the Cash App, make sure your question is listed here. And I think Nova, you said your reading wasn't done yet. The donations I still have remaining, just so everyone knows. Nova, you'll be up first, and then Infinity, and then Brenda, and then wait, sorry, not Brenda, Kaylin, and then Brenda, because Kaylin was right in there right before. And then I will start back with the free readings I had left off. With someone. I'll figure out where I left off. But we'll start up there too. In fact, let me take a quick I gotta take screenshots lest I forget. So thank you guys so much. I hope you're having an amazing holiday weekend. I'm so grateful for all the thumbs up, all the love, all the support. I'm so grateful that I'm able to do all that I do, and it's because of donations and all of your likes and subscribes. It all helps spread the Zen love in the world, and I am so grateful that we're all in this together. And let me make sure here that I captured this right. All right. Trying to do two things at once sometimes. You know how that goes. Let's see. Okay, good. Perfect. I'm so proud of myself. All right. And let me grab okay. And Kaylin, you wanted a general reading. Thank you. I see that on your Cash App here. Let me just grab a quick picture of that too. That way I won't forget. Hey, Kelly and Aria. Shout out to some of my YouTube channel members. So I'll come back and my donations that I didn't complete will be first. And then my YouTube channel members, any of the readings that I didn't get for them will be second. And then the free readings I'll do after that. I do put when I come back on, the stream doesn't have a chat because I don't take any new questions. I just come back to finish all these off. But I will put a pinned comment listing the order in which everything is completed so that you can find your reading much more quickly than going, where am I at and all this stuff. So you guys can zero in. So I think that's everything. Blah 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 blah. And while you're waiting, yeah, check out that new moon in Sagittarius video. It's free. She's amazing. I follow her. She has great videos and she's so passionate. And she offers a bunch of other paid stuff, but she never pressures anyone. She's just like, oh my God. She's just so passionate about things. So I love that. All right. So that is that. So I shall return, everybody. And until we meet each other again here, remember every second of every day of our lives, we truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So, till I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. We'll see you soon. I'm going to run off to my Praying Mantis members and we'll be back. You guys take care.